Hey everyone, Brian here from Native Instruments. COVID-19 has affected the music community across the world. To help those impacted, we've teamed up with 14 artists to create a donation-based sound pack. I'm super excited to give you a look at the community drive. This collection of loops, one-shots, and presets are from 14 artists such as BT, Sia, Kimbra, Just Blaze, and many more. This collection of sounds is free, but you are able to donate what you can, and all proceeds will be evenly distributed to different charities working to support the music community. I recently installed this pack and started sketching out some ideas just using what's included. I'll walk you through what I sketched, show some unique ways I incorporated the samples, and just take a listen to what's inside, so let's jump right into it. I'll play what I sketched out so far and then dissect individual elements and show you how I got those sounds. Let's listen to the first two sounds that I used. The first two sounds that I used were provided by BT. He provided some presets for Scanner XT, Prism, Monarch, as well as some samples. To easily access them, I have a blank instance of Complete Control open. I click on Scanner XT, and if I click on Bank, you can see the community drive, and in the browser, I can see the BT presets for Scanner XT. Let's listen to a few. The ones I ended up using were Beginning and Synthwave Wash. For Synthwave, I also automated the pitch bend to get that pitch down effect at the end. Nothing too complex, but super helpful to have the banks to quickly access and find the presets from this pack. I also used a BT Prism preset for this melody. Next, I have this small kick drum filler going into the next section. Richard Devine provided a ton of great modular samples in the pack. Going to the one-shots icon, I can see the community drive and then filter by drums and kick. There was a distorted kick that I liked a lot. I loaded the sample in Complete Control Sampler Engine. Doing this allows me to play the sample on the keyboard and repitch in real time. I recorded in this part and then I added the mod wheel to have it pitch down just like my BT preset. Additionally, since it's loaded in Complete Control, I can use the art mode and record the note repeat changes as automation into Logic. Another way I use the samples is by throwing them into form. A trick I like to do a lot is first find a unique preset in form and swap out the source samples but keep the original preset settings. Let's listen. I go to Form in the browser, and then I scroll through the presets to find something that I like and use this as a starting point. This is the original preset I used. I went back into Complete Control and went into the Loops icon and selected the community drive. Junkie XL provided a bunch of samples and loops. I found this modular loop in the pack that I liked and I wanted to incorporate it. I right-click on Form, go to View A, click on Sample, Sample Select, and then I drag the modular loop into the center and click Load Sample. From here I can adjust the start and end point to find a smaller section of the loop that I want to use. To make this sound fuller, I increase the volume on the additive oscillator, adjust the octave, and change this to a sine wave. This additional oscillator is being used for the sub, but I can use it for some frequency modulation by increasing the FM amount. I then adjust the playback speed to BPM so the rhythmic playback is in time with my project's BPM. This pack also has a ton of machine kits, including kits from Just Blaze. He provided 3 kits with tons of amazing samples in there, and also some patterns to get you started. I ended up using Just Blaze Kit 2 and 3 together as I really liked how they sounded playing together. Let's listen to each part. I have the option of arranging these in Maschine, or what I did is click the Convert as Audio icon and drag them directly into Logic. It's great to be able to sketch out ideas in Maschine and then print it as audio right into my DAW. While I was going through some of the samples, there was this cool conga line that I found provided by Laurel Halo. To get this sound, I went to my loops icon in Complete Control and then filtered by percussion and found the conga line. The loop is playing double time, so I'll increase the length of the loop so it doesn't sound sped up. I also automated the tune knob so I could get that pitch up sound that you hear. Another trick I like to do, just like Form, is swap out the source samples but using another NI instrument, Farlight. This is the element that I have. Just like Form, I load up Farlight and listen to a few presets as a starting point. There were a bunch of vocal samples provided by Michaela, so I went to my One-Shots icon, Community Drive, and filtered by vocal. Let's listen.
Hey, ooh, when you're next to me.
I liked number 4, so I dragged this into the grain engine in Farlight and started tweaking some parameters. I adjusted the start and end point and tweaked the cursor position until I got it sounding correct. A fun tip, you can click the randomize button and get a whole new set of settings and get some happy accidents. Another element in my sketch was this Monarch lead sound provided by Caitlin Orlia Smith. To get that sound, I went to Monarch, clicked Bank, and chose the Community Drive again. Let's listen to a few presets while we're here. One I ended up using was KAS Whistle Follow. Once it's loaded in Complete Control, I also added 2 effects, Dirt and ROM. Dirt is a distortion effect, and ROM is a creative reverb and delay. Another great thing that's included in this Community Drive are Ableton, Logic, and battery kits. If I navigate to the location I installed the library and go to Sounds, you'll see there are kits available. When I change the beat to a more Moombahton vibe, I use the kit provided by the No Idle crew. From the Finder, I can find the Logic kit and drag this file into Logic, and it loads the kit in the new Drum Machine Designer, and I can record. Here are some of the sounds in this kit. With the Drum Machine Designer, it breaks apart the individual elements so it's easy to mix the samples from the kit. There are a few other elements that I added. One of them was this driving bass line from Kimbra. I also used the loop from DJ Dahi and loaded it into the audio engine again in Complete Control. Hopefully this gives you an idea of some of the loops, presets, and one-shots that are included in the Community Drive. Go check it out, download, donate, and enjoy.